All right, we're back for the winners of the losers. We got the Chippendales versus the Dog Pound, seeing who is going to go back to get some fight back against Tony and Jimmy, otherwise known as Chuck Pulio and Dave Fadum. So all four of these players we've seen on the feed already today. We got Marco and Christian against Mike Scarborough and James Hopkins. Good enough there from James. Closing out the 19s. This is a 2 out of 3, so another blink and you'll miss it kind of affair here. Good last there from Mike. Only 22-point difference. Really one big shot away from turning this around or putting some real distance between the two. Christian hanging in there, finding the treble 17.
Mike with a decision here. Do you want to throw at the block number for score or take a shot at the 17s for close? Does elect to go for the close, but misses right.
This one is really, really close to call.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think all four of these players have shown moments and have truly been probably, other than the team that has the king seat, the other two most consistent teams.
Maybe a small tip to Christian and Marco.
Yeah, I could probably buy that. I probably wouldn't have said that coming into it, honestly. But yeah, given the way that they played in the last match, I would say they've probably been playing a little more consistent.
Coming into it to start the day.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, not even on my radar, to be completely honest.
Well, I just would have had Scarborough and Hopkins as one of the on paper favorites.
Yep. Yep.
Um, and that's mostly just because Mike's been getting out there and doing pretty well lately. But yeah, Christian and Marco, so both put on a pretty good performance here today, and Christian I saw yesterday play pretty well.
Yeah, there's a niner. Only counts as 8, but we all know. So 3 bulls for the first leg. Marco just on the outside. No real danger at this point.
Good shot there from James, but still 1 bull short of the lead. So Christian just needs 1 bull to take leg number 1.
Straight away, must win leg for the Chippendales.
And actually, this a rematch. So the Dog Pound, who put the Chippendales in the losers bracket in the second round with a 3-2 win.
Big shot there from James. And Christian follows. Good back and forth here.
Marcos, take a look at that 20. Well, I think Christian gave him some advice. Said stay there. Big third does get it done, though. James going to take his time, figure out where he wants to go. I feel like 17 is really the only option here. And only 3 marks. Christian could really put a stranglehold on this one.
Pushing towards the finish line here.
Oh, but that'll hurt. Marcos tries to take their number with the third dart triple again, but only going to find a single.
Closed in 72. Good first start. Oh. Puff of the cheeks from James. Find a treble. Does with the last. But because he missed that second dart, does not take the lead. Christian only needs a single 16 to close. Oh, and what a last.
Here comes Mike, though, putting in 5 bulls. Puts a good bit of pressure here on Marcos to have to either finish this or run the score up. Switches to the 15 immediately after missing the first dart. I like the strategy. Another triple would have taken away the 3-dart finish. But James does have an outside chance here. 3 bulls will get the point lead.
You see what he thinks of that shot. So Christian now 48-point lead. Oh, just trying to rat-a-tat-tat. But now Mr. Double Bull, 5 bulls the last time up.
Another one to get a
bull, give him
look.
a shot.
He's not going to get a look for the game. Does get the point lead, but only 2 marks needed for Marcos now. A 15 and a bull to send he and partner Christian to the finals. There it is.
Marco polishing it off. Commiserations for Mike and James. They will finish in 3rd place, but we are set for our final here in the level 1 cricket doubles at the 38th annual Arizona Regional. We will be right back after a short break. We'll get the players queued up and we will run it. Don't go anywhere. The finals coming up next. All right, we're back for the final. We've got the two teams that I think deserve to be here. We got the Dog Pound and we got Tony and Jimmy, which is Chuck Pulio and Dave Fathom taking on Marco and Christian. Marco wins the cork. So are they Browns fans, Dad? We haven't talked about that.
To what?
The Dog Pound.
Oh, I doubt it. There's not too many of those, are there?
You doubt it? I mean, one of the hottest teams in football.
Is that what we're going with? Did you say that?
Dad, if we didn't lose like most of our offense, and now we're gonna start Joe Flacco. I mean,
Aren't you the one that always said to me, if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk?
yeah, I may have said
Okay.
that. I may have
Okay.
said that.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
as a Browns fan that I am, that's all I got.
Dad, you're third in your own division.
Yeah, I feel like why are you rubbing this in? Like
No, I just don't know why you went so hard with it.
well, because the Dog Pound's in the finals. I gotta get pumped up. These are my people.
You could have ended it with like you think they're Browns fans, and then you doubled down with like the hottest team in football or something, and it put me on the defensive a little bit. But no, they did spell dog DAWG, which does lend you to believe that it is the Browns.
For
But I
sure.
don't know what their connection to Cleveland would be. I think they're just dogs. You seen that video where it's like a high school football player? He's like, "We got this guy, dog. We got this guy, dog. We got this guy, dog."
No. Because Georgia doesn't spell it like that, do they? Did Georgia
Yes,
fans spell it like that?
yes. They're the Bulldogs, but yeah, I think they do. I think they spell it that way.
Okay, so that may be
Yeah, it's not unique to Cleveland.
we're not the only idiots that misspell a 3-letter word. Now we are back to best of 5.
Look at Marco. Oh, just narrowly missing the triple 15 as well.
Yeah, he was feeling it there. You could just he was oozing confidence in that one.
Oozing. So nothing going there. Marco could wrap up this first leg.
It's a good start. Really, job done. Chucky going to need a lot of bulls to pressure. Does get the close, but Christian, 2 bulls to win this first leg. Marco back on it. Pressure to David. Finds a pile of 17s.
So Marco's with a better number. Does find a triple with the third.
Big averages across the board.
The rarely seen 8-mark score.
The look on Chuck's face when he came back. Like, yeah, you're going to take that, huh, buddy? 7-mark score back at him on the 19s. And 5. Only 2 from Fathom. So big opening here to take a 2-0 lead in the first set. Look at this from Christian. Christian and Marco are both feeling it players. When they start working around the board, it's quick.
Dave with a throwaway turn here. As Christian will come up looking for 3 bulls for a 2-0 advantage. And there it is. So Chuck will lead us out in leg number 3.
How about this? Double quick time. Chuck and Dave down 2-0. Looking at probably a deciding set. May not happen on this leg, but even if they're able to win this one, Marco and Christian going to have the start.
Again with the 17. Dave must feel like the 17 is the most important number on the board.
Well, it's getting silly.
Well, and then he has the sarcastic clapping. I think it's justified. You're throwing an odd strategy. So if you're not hitting triples, it's highlighted. Yeah, you throw at weird stuff and you hit triples, all is forgiven. Marco needs another one. Only 4. Small point lead.
More sarcastic clapping.
Yeah, I think Dave's just having a really bad day, and it's getting the best of him here. Chuck trying to keep the mood light, but Dave just struggling. And Chuck doing everything he can.
Down 62. I think if he's going to do it, might as well stay on the 20. If Adam's struggling, but I promise he can still hit treble 20s. I promise he can still hit treble 20s. A lot of shoulder in that last one from Christian. Trying to put an exclamation point on the turn just didn't happen.
Only 3 from Marco. So an opening for Dave. Dave only averaging a 1.6. I think the concerning part for Christian and Marco is they're not getting this done with Dave throwing so poorly. Because I don't think that it'll keep up. And Chuck doing everything he can just to keep him in it until Dave snaps out of it.
Yeah, I mean they've picked both a very bad time to throw very mediocre, because it's not giving them the firepower to overcome the consistency of Pulio.
Yeah, I mean, given the way Dave's been playing, truly they should already have the first set in the bag, probably working on the second set. If they were just averaging, the high 4s or 5s like they were. But then
Dave's
again,
average is going down.
yeah, I was gonna say the longer Dave exists in this, the more frustrated he's gonna get. So it may be positive that they're kind of letting him flail. Chuck doing everything he can. Does
Oh,
find 5.
I thought he got the 6. 5 good enough for a point lead. This is not where you want to give Dave a shot. So now no finish for Chuck. He's not taking the point lead. So clear look at the Bulls if Marco wants them, but we'll be playing with fire. Oh, and he's just on the outside of that double bull.
And stayed on it.
Didn't change the shot.
So the
7
1.43 walks to the board with a potential Hucklebuck opportunity. Chuck gonna remind him what to do. Oh, I would have bet on it going away. As crazy as that sounds, as bad as Dave's playing, I said it earlier. Those are the shots he hits. But Christian does get it done. So 3-0 in the first set. And we get to do her again.
So both teams now do have a loss. Marco and Christian looking for the double dip. We're playing 3 out of 5 again.
Oh, I think Christian made a mistake here. So Marco was ready to cork, and I think Christian's the one that opened the door for, hey, I'm gonna hit the restroom. So then Dave jumped at it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't deny them the opportunity to go to the restroom, but you're not the one that suggests it when they just averaged a 1.4 or whatever.
Nope.
Yeah, that's tough. But quick little restroom break. We can go through some of the other levels if you guys want. So level 2 cricket going on. Looks like we already have the king seat decided. They're playing a 7th, 8th match, and all these brackets are in the BullShooter app. If you want to pop over there and look at that. But yeah, the double AKG and wrong hole are tied up at 1 apiece. Looks like B Dunnigan and N Scally have the king seat there. The level 3 cricket, a lot more behind than that. I think they're still playing some like 14th through 17th matches. Level 4 is moving along a little better. They're playing the king seat right now, but yeah, so that's where we're at with the other brackets. So we'll take a quick pause here, wait for these guys to get back from the restroom, and then resume. All right, we've got everybody back, and it looks like we had a cork. Little surprised to see Dave still cork. But Marco did win the cork, so Marco and Christian will lead us out. Momentum in their favor, and they get the start.
Yeah, 3-0 first set. And look at this 9-mark start.
This the first time when Dave should be throwing it to 17. Oh, and again, only a 1 mark. There's something serious going on. This isn't just an off day. I mean, this is really bad.
And cheers to Chuck, by the
Absolutely.
way. It is so easy to get down in these situations, even if you're not mad. I mean, Dave's not trying to miss. Um, but so tough to keep your focus because then you feel like you got to carry the entire team on your back. So you start pressing. Um, I
For
mean,
me, that's the hard part is you know you're playing well, but it's almost still not enough. So you're trying to even play above when you're playing well because that's what's needed, and it just becomes too much pressure. Marco in with two more triples. So Chuck relegated to the 15s or Bulls.
choosing the 15s and still finds a 7.
Christian with a big 9. Oh, looks like there's a little bit of chatter going back and forth.
I don't know Marco or Christian, um, but I can only imagine who started this.
This not really what you want to happen in the match, but it certainly makes for entertaining drama here as Marco does get it done.
Chuck and Dave to start the next one. The first real lead for the dog pound here, but 4 legs straight.
Yeah, and if anything, we're going to knock Chuck off of his play. It could be a bit of drama happening within the match, but not affected that turn as he opens up with a 7 mark.
Marco, good follow. Looking for the opening. Should see some very conservative darts here from Dave going forward, I would think. So the opening comes from Chuck, not David. Marco not going to take advantage, though. Would have liked to have seen the dart up there at that 20. I was calling for conservative. And David continues to be aggressive. Only up 11. Down a leg. Even in sets.
Christian finding 5. Taking a small point lead.
Good recovery after the first for Chuck. Marco find a couple trouble 18s. Oh, not going to find anything. So Chuck and Dave looking like they're going to stop the rot here early in the leg. Dave just no control.
Oh, Chucky Pipes here, down 13 points. Not anymore as he finds a first start triple 20.
Marco finds 2. Pile of 18s. And the expected conservative darts continue to not be there.
Christian with a pile of 18s, increasing that lead to 129. But here comes Chuck, filling it up for 180.
$51-point lead now. Oh, Marco, that feels like a frustration shot. Had them right where they wanted them. Not able to convert the lead, and then the big shot from Chucky Pipes. Another Christian 6 mark. Both corners and the double bull. Big shot. Chuck Pulio keeping his head the whole time, captaining this team.
So Dave to tie it up at 1 leg apiece in the final set. Struggling to even hit a bullseye. Does finally get it. And Marco will lead us out in leg number 3.
Oh, no. Only a single mark. And look at this. Chuck Pulio dragging David Fathom, kicking and screaming. Job done. Filling in the hole at this point.
Marcos with the 18 to score on. But lots of playgrounds for Chuck and Dave.
Yeah, Chuck continuing to badger that 20. You see the reaction there from Christian. Now, they did win the first leg in this set. So this will not be a 2-0 lead. So it will just be a matter of them winning the next leg with throw to get to that deciding leg. That's the positive. The other positive is Dave Fathom is still well below par.
Yeah, he's throwing twice as good as he was, but it's still 2/3 of what he should be.
Can pressure to push them to bulls to score, but this one looking all but over.
And there is leg number 3. So Chuck and Dave on the hill. Marco started with only 1 mark last game. See if he improves upon that this time. Surely he will.
Got to see that as an opening. Only 4. Chuck Pulio with the dagger.
Once again, opening with a 9 mark.
Dave asks if he's heavy. Chuck said, I don't skip leg day. Marco and Christian really need something big to get that pressure back on Chuck and Dave.
Chuck just doing the bare minimum after the first start, making sure that he got the close. Christian really needs to find a couple of triples here. Oh, and only 2 mark.
So looking like momentum has swung. And Chuck Pulio really is looking like he is going to pull this out. Almost all by his lonesome, but shot's still available here.
Pile of 17s, but not enough for the lead. Chuck still averaging 6 marks a turn. Should try to go around the horn.
Does not close him out.
Better from Christian. Forces Dave back to score, you think? Great first start there from Dave. Well, he had options to just go 2 single 17s to shut it down. Instead, throws 1 more at score and 1 at a brand new number.
Yeah, leaving him live on this 17.
Yeah, with 2 singles in the bag, if those were put on the 17, they'd be in a much better spot.
Takes a swipe over at that 19. How's it happening? Chucky pipes 6-3-3.
Chuck going to take the shot that we think Dave should have taken. Triple first start, then shut down the 17s. Christian going to find a pile and a half of 15s. Only 2 from Dave.
All right, here we go. Marco going to do it? Oh, he's not even going to take the shot. Does find a treble 15.
Ooh. Chuck does manage to find a triple with the last, but only 4 has to be a win if you're Christian and Marco to see that out of Chuck. And now Christian with the lead. He's going to increase the lead and try to take everything, and he does. Great 3 triple turn there from Christian, and it's looking like we're now going to be tied up at 2 apiece.
Leg on its head.
This looked all but over.
From letting them live onto the 17s, that's what you're doing. You're letting them get into that hucklebuck territory.
Need to find it, and he does. So tied up at 2 apiece. We've got game 5 decider in the deciding set.
I bet they pick cricket.
I hope.
Gonna ask the C1, Marco stepping up.
I feel like this cork very important. Oh, great dart there from Marco. Can ride it in though if you're Chuck. Lots of room to lay one on top of it. He goes too high.
Still a little icy between Marco and David. Choosing not to interact with one another.
No, they did fist bump.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah, as soon as the cork happened, Marco put his fist out and Dave hit it. So maybe cooler heads are prevailing and everybody's just back to the darts here. Oh, and Chuck only with 3.
Oh my.
Big shot here from Christian. We've seen so many 9 marks from Christian today. If we get one right here, well, it's only 4.
Does David move to the 17 as he has all day? He does.
And this time fills it up out of nowhere. Where did that come from?
He just willed those into the 17. Pile and a half. We talked about it. He's a gamer.
But so is Marco as he responds with a 9 mark.
How about it?
Chuck gonna have to answer on the 18s. But he's only gonna find 3.
So after 9 darts total, complete role reversal. Christian, started off so well. Did not follow it up, but 98-point lead regardless. And Dave needs to find a playground.
Oh, Dave can't respond from his 9 mark on the last visit. And now Marco averaging a 7.5 in a great spot here. Just 2 triples will put a stranglehold on this match and the event. Great first
Oh,
start.
look at that. The double dip on.
Even throwing out a moving target, he doesn't miss.
So 3 bulls for the tournament. Only finds 2, but catches a 20. Only 2 bulls. And if Marco matches that, they will be our champions.
One more needed. And there it is. So Marco and Christian getting the job done. For commiserations for Dave and Chuck, as they do get double dipped, finishing in second place. Congrats to Marco and Christian. We should be getting some level 2 doubles cricket coming up, but we will figure all of that out. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. We've got level 2 cricket 4th place match. Looks like we've got Team Erico, which is Al Sinovage and Mike Redmond, taking on Bob's Your Uncle, which is Michael Zadfie and Bob Brockman. Early doors, we're seeing better averages than what we got in our level 1 final. 9.0 here for Michael Zapke. Mike with another 3 mark.
Come back and we got a match.
Yes, sir. We got the 4th place match.
Should have known we got boots on the ground now. We can move this stuff around.
Yeah, they were originally called to another board, but our lovely producer Nick got them switched over.
I was just in time for Damn It, Bob. All right, chat. Who's winning this one? Jeff Jones, Alan Mike will win. Mike stepping up, needs a new number. Probably the 17s. Try to take advantage of the other team with a mark. He's wayward.
Bob, really a lot of work to do here. Only going to come away with 2 15s.
All right, we are off and running. We just watched Al and Mike with a little bit of a comeback in the fourth place match. This is the loser takes third. So we got Stilts and Zach up for the challenge. I believe they are who lost. Well, yeah, of course they are. Who lost in the King Seat match. So these players trying to get back to Dunnigan and Scully. Scully.
Yeah, both of these teams lost to our king seat holders, so both will want to get some get back. Fact for Erico, Mike and Al, their first match was against the king seat holders, so they've been battling the loser side for quite a while.
So how is Stilts not something? I mean, it's got to be something with. Oh, wait a minute.
It's
So
his
I'm looking
last
at the
name.
wrong guy. Like Zach, I mean, every picture of Jesus I've ever seen.
No, it's his last name. It's Jason Stilts and Zach Kekich.
No, but what I'm saying is like, how does that guy not have a? I mean, that is the bearded baby right there.
I can see it for sure.
And we got Bully Boy on the other team.
Bearded baby. Uh,
Yeah, Mike looks just like the Bully Boy. Alan Mike seems to be the favorite in the chat. I actually met Al like 10 or 12 years ago in Florida at
you've
a steel tip tournament.
you've definitely met Mike as well. So I think Mike lives in Arizona now, but he used to be a Michigander.
The name and face look familiar, but that doesn't mean a whole lot anymore.
Well, like most of us, he was a little thinner. But yeah, Mike, we used to see at tournaments pretty regularly. But I haven't seen him in a while. I'm pretty sure he lives in Arizona now. But yeah, Al's pretty prevalent on social. The Bird Man.
Heard he flies in any weather. Rap lyrics? No.
Nah, that one lost me.
I as soon as it was a music reference, I knew I had to throw some extra in there. Well, winning the flip and going first here definitely is going to pile on the pressure to Alan Mike having to win two straight. LJ got it. Glad you tuned in for that one, LJ. Probably at home in his pimped out Gucci suit. Still's not going to let that double 18 slow him down. Finds the close on the 17. 28 points going into the corners.
I don't really need to get something going here on the 15s. This is 2 out of 3. It's a lot shorter of a format. But Al only going to find one mark.
So 1 bull here for Stilts.
And there it is. He wasn't so sure.
Better safe than sorry, I guess.
Al to lead us out in leg number 2.
Al wanted that last one.
So Zach going to have to open a new number here. Electing for the 17s. Finds a triple with the 3rd, closing 34. But Al and Mike with an early lead in this leg could be set to go to a decider.
Oh, just high. Cruising along.
Stilt's finding 7 16s. Not ready to give up on this leg.
Good shot there from Zach. Does get the point lead. Puts the pressure back on Mike. What a dart. $80 points it is. What can Stilts do? Needs to pile in those 16s first.
Now closes the 16s and gets 20 points. Zach gonna have to perform a miracle to take control of this leg. And he does. Great 9 mark. Pile and a half on the 15s. Forcing Mike back to the 20s. Oh, but another great answer from Mike. Score tied. Still has some options. Is he happy with the score being tied? Wanting to close? He's got a leg to give.
Oh my, he's going to get a free dart at the bull.
But regardless, even with a double bull, Al gets a shot at a hat trick to tie us up at 1 leg apiece.
Al's got to do it with 2. Can he find the double?
Oh,
so close.
I couldn't tell by the flight. I thought it was in. So Zach now just needs 2 bulls. Oh my, now a double.
Oh.
After the huge 9 mark in the last turn.
Oh, goodness gracious. Mike misses again.
Wow. Back and forth. This to go to the final for Stilts. Needs 2 bulls. And he gets it done. So commiserations to Mike and Al. But Zach and Stilts moving into the final. So don't go anywhere. We'll have to get our king seat holders, B. Dunnigan and in Scully. But that match coming up straight away. More darts to come. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. Goddamn idiot.
Oh, hey, we're back. This is the final. We've got Nathan, and I will tell you his partner in just a moment. And we've got obviously Stilts and Zach, who we just saw, and the loser takes third. Nathan and his partner with the king seat, so they will need to be beaten twice. Here comes Brian. Brian's going to start with a 0. Sorry, third round with a 0. Sorry, these guys got started fast. Pile of 18s. Paul, I've been reserving every reference that I can. I mean, it's really uncanny with Zach.
I think it's the rosy red cheeks.
It's the eyes. It's the eyes, the long
Eyes?
hair, the way the beard's cut, like super low. Yeah, it's everything.
Okay. You think he's going for it? Like, you think he knows?
I mean, if you told me that he is in a play right now and he plays Jesus, and that's why.
I mean, you got to lean into it, though, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. No, Paul, I wanted you to know that I've been refraining. I don't trust myself to do it tastefully. I'm gonna take a step back.
Nathan Skalicki. On the bracket, all it says is Skalai. Solid shot there from him. Averaging 5 a turn.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna take a whack at that. Looks pretty straightforward though.
Oh, and here comes
Looks
Brian.
like Brian's settling in a little bit here in the final.
Yeah, from a 1.75 average all the way up to 2.8 in one shot. This late in the game.
Only finds a single 18, so not as much hurt as could have been. Zach pushed down to the 16s. Oh, and he's not going to find anything. You see his partner telling him to settle down a little bit. The highs don't have to be as high and the lows don't have to be as low. Both corners from Nathan.
Stilts might have the flattest trajectory of any dart ever. I wish I could see it from the side, like live.
I was going to say, I did not pick up on that.
Like the way he holds it towards the back, and then you just see him kind of come in like very straight on the board. They don't come in like at an arc the way that most people's darts do.
Good fight back here, but left themselves a lot to do.
Well, Nathan and Dunnigan are kind of letting them live here.
Yeah, with 3 numbers open, anytime they're down in points, they don't have a finish. So this should be it here.
One more.
Oh,
Well,
and he got farther away.
and now the 3-dart finish is an option.
The Hucklebuck is on. Ah, no longer. Chat, I don't know the hashtag reference. You got to give me the story.
What's the hashtag?
Put it on the counter.
Oh. Yeah, I know nothing about that one. What is happening in the background?
Someone was being escorted to their board, to a board. So opportunity here for Nathan.
Great shot.
Buries the treble 20. Great shot. Zach settling down a little bit, finding the treble. But Brian and Nathan's here to lose.
Do what?
There's our king seat holders.
Did you say Brian and Nathan's here to lose?
No. Is theirs to lose.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. I'm like, wait, what? No, they're not. So we get the side angle of stilts there. It's pretty flat, but not as flat as it seems on the camera. I'd wager to say that his darts on a stilt tip would probably lay down the way that Phil Taylor's used to.
I was just going to say, with a couple inches shorter on a steel tip shot, it probably lands flat or even down, like you said.
Oh, and Zach gonna blank. So an opportunity for Brian. Put a stranglehold on this leg. Oh, wow. And that he does. Big 7 mark there. This is the exact moment when I want you to come talk to me. I'm literally about to throw for a hat trick to win the title. Please disturb me.
I'm sure whatever you had to say was really important, though.
One more for the dub. There it is. So Brian and Nathan getting it done. Didn't drop a set all day. Your B-level cricket doubles champions. Commiserations to Stilts and Zach. So that'll include our commentary today. Dad, you got any thoughts?
No. Enjoy the level play. I thought the matches there, especially on the B level side, um, good parity between most of them. I think we saw that was our first look at Nathan and Brian, but I think we know why they were in the position that they were. But no, looking forward to it tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got the doubles that's going to qualify for the BullShooter Invitational. So can't wait to come back tomorrow and bring you that action and find out who those two players are going to be.
Yeah, first bit of 01 coming tomorrow. So I am too looking forward to it. But for now, it's foosball time.
For sure. Hashtag put it on the counter. For all the kids out there. Looking forward to hanging out with everybody tomorrow. Come back tomorrow, what, noon Eastern?
It might be 11.
11 Eastern?
I think it's an hour earlier on Sundays. Hang on, I almost got it here. So yes, today was 10 a.m. local time, 9 a.m. tomorrow local time. So we were noon today. It'll be 11 a.m. tomorrow.
Perfect. 11 Eastern. We'll be back bringing you the action. Let's see who the doubles team is that's going to qualify for the BullShooter Invitational. Can't wait. My name is Gordon Dixon, and for DJ Sayer, we are signing off.